Hey, all you foodies and ghoulies out there. You can find Slice of the Paranormal anywhere podcasts are found, or you can watch us on our YouTube channel.
Hey, hi, hello there. It's me, Ryan. It's Christy. It's Steven. That's Slice of the Paranormal. That's what we do.
Hey, everyone.
Right?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what we do. Slice of the Paranormal, where we go visit these paranormal places, things, check them out. Steve tells us a little bit. We eat at a local pizza place, review it, and we come back here and talk about all that. Right?
Yep.
Pretty
we
much.
do that.
That's about it.
Thanks, Cup of Code.
Thank you to Cup Code.
Yeah.
We love our sponsors.
They do great things for us. They keep our website looking great.
They help us out.
Do a lot of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So this episode,
we were down in Gettysburg.
we've been pretty excited about this one.
And we had to go to one of the most haunted sites in Gettysburg, which is historically the Farnsworth.
Everybody knows it's the Farnsworth House.
The Farnsworth House is, right there on Baltimore Street. It's like 401 Baltimore Street. So it was in the middle of the action all 3 days, pretty much.
Yeah.
Action of what?
Of the Battle of Gettysburg in
okay.
1863. Right?
Just trying to help our listeners.
Yeah.
July 1st, 2nd, and 3rd.
Kind of forgot about that part
Is
there.
that what happened in Gettysburg?
Well,
It's
and
like the Gettysburg swap meet, right?
yeah, pretty much. And it's not because the South was looking for shoes. That's a complete BS story.
It's a whole different story, huh?
That's a whole different story, and it's not correct. But the Farnsworth, why it's stuck in the middle is because when the fighting happens on the 1st, it's on the northwest portion of the town and the north part of town. And essentially the South beats the North, and it pushes the Union back through town. And the Union retreats back to Cemetery Hill. So Farnsworth is actually the lower portion of where the Confederates were holding. And they were facing the South where the Cemetery Hill is.
Not in the actual house, just that area.
Yeah.
No, actually in that actual house.
Oh, okay.
And this was this wasn't the Farnsworth house at the time. It was like a family owned it at this point.
Yes, it was owned by the Sweney family.
Okay.
And we've been to the Jennie Wade house, okay? Yeah. We saw the bullet hole. I made you put your fingers in the bullet hole.
Yes, we did.
You did make us finger the hole.
Christy may or may not have comped a feel of the Jennie Wade statue.
Copped a little.
Yeah.
She might
there.
have tweaked a nip.
But the Farnsworth actually had Confederate soldiers stationed in the attic of this building, and it's thought that the bullet that shot and killed Jennie Wade was actually fired from that attic.
Oh, interesting.
So it's when you think of the Jennie Wade house is in between the Farnsworth and Cemetery Hill, where the Union are.
Yeah.
So she was right there in the crossfire.
There were like all kinds of like snipers and sharpshooters like stationed all across the tops of the buildings in that area. So
yeah, a lot of the buildings had sharpshooters nest. The Tilly Pierce house is
and it'd be from both sides. Would be they had the Confederates and some of the Union
there were
soldiers.
Union members shooting down into the town trying to get these Confederate snipers.
And that's why it makes sense that the shot that killed Jennie Wade potentially could have been from the Farnsworth house because there's so many bullet holes right near that window. There's like over 100 bullet holes, I think, in it.
So they will never honestly know exactly where it came from. Because it could have been a ricochet. I doubt it, but because it went through 2 doors.
Right.
Yeah, I saw they even did like with lined up lasers to get the like trajectory of it.
Yeah, they tried.
And again, they still can't definitively say it came from right here, but
interesting.
It could have been from right around right there.
Oh yeah, totally. Now, the Farnsworth, obviously the Sweneys lived there at the time of the battle in 1863.
Okay. Were they sympathizers or?
Oh, no, they were Northern. They were for the North.
So they took the house over.
So the house was taken over
Okay.
by the Confederates, which if you lived in Gettysburg, you pretty much had no say in who took over your house.
I heard, now, is this the same family that the dad was a school teacher and he was pretty strict?
I'm not exactly certain.
See, this is what during a little of my research, I came across this, that he was a school teacher. He was pretty strict. And he didn't want his kids to go to war. They did anyway. So that became like, there was like a rift in the family. Oh. So the mom and the kids actually went and stayed with like her brother or some other friend of the family. Sure. But he stayed. And then when the soldiers came in and needed aid and comfort, and he actually did help them. So it was thought that maybe he wasn't actually as mean and such a jerk after all, because he did open up his home to all of the soldiers that needed it.
Yeah, and I mean, after the battle, there's a lot of scenarios where different homes had both Union soldiers and Confederate soldiers being, treated in the same building.
At the same time.
Sure.
Yeah,
So
I think that was the case with
it didn't matter.
this house.
They were trying to just save lives.
Right.
Now, some of the soldiers that were better off weren't always happy that they were with the enemy.
Yeah.
Either direction. So why is this place called the Farnsworth, first and foremost? It's actually named after Brigadier General Elon John Farnsworth. Now, you know about the Pickett's Charge, okay, where the Confederates...
Yeah, Ryan.
No, I don't know.
You know Pickett's Charge.
Okay.
Pickett's
Come on,
Charge.
we learned that in kindergarten, right?
The third
That's how I
day...
charge my phone with Pickett's.
July 3rd, what happens is Robert Lee thinks that the first day they attacked on the north end of the Union lines. On the July 2nd, they attacked the weekend or the southern end of the Union's lines.
Okay.
So on the third day, July 3rd, there's a giant bombardment where they fire cannons for like an hour at the Union, and they're trying to soften them up. And the plan is we're going to send Pickett and his men directly into the center of the Union forces.
Okay.
It's a horrible idea, and it leads to a lot of men just
Yeah, why did they think that would be a good idea?
Well, they thought that they'd be able to punch through.
Because they got to
divide the Union Army and be able to take it over. The problem with that scenario is, in the center, they can be reinforced by the other ends.
Yeah, exactly.
So
get behind everyone.
This Pickett's Charge is horrible. But this Farnsworth guy is even worse. So
he's a general, would you say?
He's a general, a brigadier general.
Okay. He was only 25, too.
And he led the charge after Pickett's Charge.
So they already knew about that.
The Pickett's Charge has already happened. And it was a travesty.
Yeah.
And he dies along with like 65 of his men.
Farnsworth does?
Yeah.
Farnsworth does.
Yeah, in fact, I think he even said to his commanding officer that he didn't think it was a good idea and that he really didn't want to do it. But being a good, loyal soldier, he did it anyway. And
well, even after Pickett's Charge, they asked Pickett, they're like, rally your men. And Pickett's like, I have no men. They're literally all just been killed. So like it was a horrible thing. And I think Robert E. Lee realized that he made a ginormous mistake in that charge. But this Farnsworth guy, he did lose a lot of men there.
Yeah.
And so...
I love that Steve said ginormous. I'm just going to
I know, he usually does.
It's not a real word, but I love when you...
Listen, if I say it enough... It'll be a real word.
I love it, but I was just surprised that you would use it. Being that it's not a real word.
It's.
I could see you going to sleep and being like, I can't believe I said ginormous.
I'm going to be second guessing this for years.
I think he normally does say ginormous.
It's one of his.
Ginormous is one of my
vernacular.
I think
it
so.
It must be. I think ginormous. I think it should be a
We
word.
accept ginormous.
Yeah.
So Webster's, if you're out there, add that word so that I'm...
Didn't that start from Elf? Is that when that became popular?
Oh, maybe.
It could be.
It's ginormous.
My wife does make me watch a lot of Christmas movies, so I can blame her.
Just snuck in there. Oh, we should.
Oh,
plus she doesn't listen, so
she doesn't listen to the program, so she'll never know I just called her out. Well, this house actually is much older than the Civil War. It actually started in 1810 is when it was built, and The brick structure was actually added in like 1833 by a man named Harvey Sweney, who lived in the home at the time of the battle. The site is one of the most haunted sites on Baltimore Street, and it's highly suspected to be where the sharpshooter was. So, obviously, Mary Virginia, Jennie Wade, you can look her up. Have we done an episode on Jennie Wade? I think we did.
Jennie Wade and the orphanage.
Jennie Wade and the orphanage. Go check out that episode if you really want to know more about her. We're not going to really talk about her much. But we decided to check out this place to check out the spirits. And by the spirits, I mean the Sweney's Tavern.
Right.
There you
we
go.
went to Sweney's Tavern to get some drinks as we walked around the building. And so we got to sit at the bar and we directly heard some of the lore. So while sitting at the bar at Sweney's Tavern at the Farnsworth, what'd you guys think? Like, what was your initial impressions?
Oh, I think anytime you go into someplace that old, you just get the feeling of respect. I don't know. And also just, I guess, the potential for weirdness.
I didn't notice anything personally, but it's the same thing. It's like you're in a historic place. You feel taken back.
A little reverent.
You know what I mean? Kind of.
And it doesn't hurt that, like, when you're sitting at the bar, behind you is all the outfits and items from the movie Gettysburg, which is pretty much what I think a lot of people's first concepts or ideas of Gettysburg come from that movie.
Okay.
You know, you think of like Sam Elliott or some of the other actors that are in that movie as what you think the Battle of Gettysburg is. And it's not 100% accurate, but it's pretty good.
Okay.
As far as movies go.
I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
I know. It's been a long time.
Oh, really? I watch it maybe once a year.
Didn't the actors used to go to that bar
Yes.
when they were making the movie?
When they made the movie, and that's why they got a lot of these artifacts.
The memorabilia.
Because when they would finish shooting for the day, that was where Sam Elliott and all these other actors were gathering to drink and unwind.
Yeah.
After the long day. So when the movie wraps, a lot of their items, like coats and hats, are
Bayonets.
given to the Farnsworth.
That's pretty cool.
So
You said you watch this movie like once a year, and that tracks for you. And just for our listeners, in case you're not aware, Gettysburg is one of Steven's favorite places
I love it.
ever. Like that's his place. He goes there multiple times a year. He loves to talk about it. So we had to tone him down for this episode. We kind of got to rein him in. Just make it the Farnsworth House, right?
Correct. Because the thing about the Civil War people is those of us that really dig into the history, you can go around town and you could be like, this is where this person died. This is where this person died. And it's like you go into the weeds so far
much
that people that don't know the giant, larger picture, you lose them.
Right.
And I don't want to lose people in this.
Fair enough.
Obviously, there's a battle. South loses. I know.
Spoiler.
Can I ask you a quick question about Jennie Wade? Now, they say that she's the only civilian killed during the battle,
Which
right?
is not during the battle, yes.
See, that's what I was going to ask you about, because I think our listeners as well as myself could use a little clarification, because many more civilians did die, but was it just not during the actual battle?
Correct.
So it's just semantics.
So, okay, imagine this. The battle happens. There's lots of dead people in the fields. And there's a guy that they called the Gettysburg Ghoul that is found rifling through the pockets of soldiers and stealing money and objects.
Sure, rings,
because,
watches.
You know,
we may have discussed
it's
before.
money.
Oh, for sure.
But then, if you think about it, there's a lot of like rifles and artillery shells, and relic hunters aren't a new thing. It was happening back then. So there's people that actually go onto the field to gather these relics, and some of the artillery shells are still alive. They didn't blow up. So there's many deaths that happened because people would get a artillery shell and it would explode. It killed a couple kids.
Okay.
And it still happens. People still, just a couple years back, one of these guys that go and check out all battlefield sites, they'll drill out those unexploded ordinances.
Wow.
And if they do it wrong, there's Civil War buffs that blow themselves up in their driveways.
Oh my gosh.
So is that happening? Oh, sorry. Was that happening during the war then? So you're saying civilians died
whilst
because
the
of that
Civil War is
during
still
the
going
war.
on. And between 1863, when this happens, and 1865, when the war ends, there are people that are getting stuff. In fact, the Union comes through and is like, give us all the rifles that you guys have gotten. And they go to all the houses because Civil War, like the civilians of the town have been gathering all this stuff up.
Yeah.
And to the government, they're like,
why wouldn't you? It's my backyard.
that's our property.
Yeah, I'm taking that gun.
So some of the families, had some of it squirreled away and, saved some rifles and bayonets or whatever.
I imagine maybe a lot of civilians could have been injured too during the battle and then like died of those injuries later, not actually during the battle. Maybe
there were people that were injured, like John
Catching a
L.
stray.
Burns, who's the hero of Gettysburg. He is the old guy who, was the ultimate get off my lawn Gettysburg citizen. That was like when he saw the South coming, he's like, grabbing my musket and
Put
I'm
a sign up.
Gonna go shoot some people.
Hand-painted a little sign, stay off the grass.
Yeah.
Yeah, they sell T-shirts with John Burns on it, like "Get off my lawn."
I like it.
He's perfect. He was wounded. Who knows how many times he was shot? Because throughout his life, he started with "I was shot 3 times," and then other times he's like, "I was shot 5 or 6
Right.
times." So you don't know how many times he was shot. I do know that his word got to his wife that, "Hey, your husband was wounded," and she was like, totally unsympathetic.
Right.
Like, let him out there.
Yeah, he should. I told him to come back in.
She told him not to go. So, it is what it is. So we check out this haunted site. I mean, today it's now, I like this site because we can send our viewers there. It's a restaurant.
Bed and
it's
breakfast.
It's a bar. It's a hotel. You can rent rooms there.
Yep.
And they even have a little store that you can go shop.
And I know I think there was a little museum in the attic too that they will let guests
there is.
see
In fact,
sometimes.
I might have. I don't know if I included a picture in the pictures I sent Ryan, but there is a little display in the attic. So if you want to, you can do a ghost hunt there. I think it's like $60, maybe $65.
Yeah, they lean into it there. They're happy to have
Totally
people. It
about
seems
it.
like.
In fact, later on, I'll be talking about
yeah.
one of the times I've actually investigated the site.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'll delve more into that. But it's a completely accessible site for anybody. You don't have
They lean into their history.
They completely lean into it. They understand the allure, and
They have rooms named after one of the spirits.
yes, they do. They do. I think you're talking about the Sara Black Room.
Oh, actually, that and the Jeremy room.
There's the Jeremy Room, and I'll get to them all.
Okay.
So the house has 135 bullet holes in it from the battle, which is quite a bit.
Couple.
It was also used as a makeshift hospital.
Right.
So there was a lot of outside those windows were piles of hands and legs and whatnot.
Oh, like bodies.
Like body parts would have been there. So on July 3rd, when the Union troops had beaten the South, they stormed the building, and they even killed the Confederate snipers in the attic.
In the attic, yeah.
Gotcha.
So the Schultz family is one of the many families that lived at the site. Okay. Long after the battle.
So you have the Sweneys and then the Schultz later?
They're much later,
Much
but they claimed that there were 16 ghosts that reside in this
16?
building. It's quite a lot of ghosts.
That's a lot.
It is. I mean,
How would
it's
you even
insane.
separate 16? I don't even know.
I mean,
You'd have to have psychics do it.
Yeah.
and I don't have a name for every one of them. There's several soldiers that are there. There's the 8-year-old boy whose name is Jeremy. There is a former midwife and others. Visitors have heard things like heavy breathing. They smell cigar smoke. Obviously, they assume it's from the soldiers, but there's probably a lot of cigar smokers over the years. They've seen full-bodied apparitions at the site. The ghost of the midwife is said to tuck guests into bed. There's an
nice.
entity
Very nice
that
of
was
her.
said to have been photographed looking out of the Sara Black Room. Is another one of the haunts. And that room is said to be the most haunted in the entire Farnsworth.
Sara Black Room.
The Sara Black Room. So if you want to rent a room with a boo, go
That's
for
the
the
one.
Sara Black Room.
Oh, you can stay in that actual room.
You can stay in the Sara Black Room, which is what I wanted to do. I wanted us to, one of the
Right.
things I think we should do is maybe just rent the Farnsworth
Yeah.
for a night.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
I'll stay in there, and we can put Christy in the Sara Black Room.
Yeah, I'll take it. Or Jeremy's room.
Or Jeremy's room.
Because apparently it used to be pretty much almost like clockwork that people would leave toys out for Jeremy. His story was that he was like a little 8-year-old boy that got run over by a horse and buggy or something outside and
Yeah, he was
brought him
playing
in.
tag with the buggy.
Oh, with the buggy.
Yeah, like it was like a
Well,
like a Civil War version of Counting Coup. You know what Counting Coup is? Where
no, it's counting coup.
Native Americans used to do it. Like they would like attack another tribe, and if you got close to them and could like tag them or just steal something from the other tribe, you could get a feather for being brave.
Oh, okay.
So it was a way for a young boy to show that he was brave.
Brave.
I could run up to this carriage,
Touch it,
and
and-
touch it, and get away. You know,
It's like
and not
Nemo
get
with
hurt.
the boat.
So it's just like
Yeah.
a test of bravery
I
for
gotcha.
young boys.
Well, my
But
man,
anyway, he
failed.
and they brought him into the house that was a makeshift hospital, and he died.
Okay.
But it was supposed to be, I've heard that people would leave toys, and he used to like to move a little toy truck. So it would be in one place, and every day it would be back to the other location.
Cup of Code! Today's episode is brought to you by Cup O Code. Need a website or marketing solution that works as hard as you do? At Cup of Code, they don't just build websites, they create digital solutions that grow your business. From expert web design to targeted marketing, including Facebook, Instagram, Google Ads, and billboards, they've got you covered. Dream, design, develop. Visit cupofcode.com and take your business to the next level.
Now the other thing is he died in his father's arms. Is the other part of that story, and some of the things that his ghost is said to do is guests will say they feel tugs on their clothing, and that it seems like it's coming from a lower vantage. So they assume it's a child.
Right.
So anytime that happens, it's blamed on the kid, and Jeremy gets the blame.
This is the one that pulled on our friends.
Yeah, I was just gonna later on. I was gonna say that I've done a ghost hunt there, and the guy that I was with actually got tugged on his shirt in the attic. So we were in the attic trying to do our investigation, and we're looking for the ghost soldiers and snipers, and it's actually Jeremy. So we were nowhere near Jeremy's room
Okay.
when that happened.
Yeah. That's
So
interesting.
He experienced that. I did not get tugged by Jeremy,
Fair enough.
which sounds worse.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Sounds-
That sounded way
your
worse than I
shirt
meant it to
didn't
be.
get tugged. Or,
So, in the attic, what people have seen is people have seen like a ghost soldier, and they also hear a Jew's harp being played. Like
A juice harp?
yeah, it's,
Okay.
it's like a mouth harp, and
It's just making sure, clarifying.
yes, and they're playing Southern tunes because it's a Confederate.
You know what this
soldiers.
juice harp sounds like?
bing, bow, bang, bow, bang, bang, bang,
I'm
bang.
glad you jumped in there. I didn't want to
Yeah.
have to try to.
It's like it sounds like a spring.
Yeah, my brother got one at a field trip once when we were growing up, and he would play that thing all the time. I actually hid it from him because I couldn't take it any longer. We'd be sitting there watching Nickelodeon and bang, 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 bang. You're like,
Yeah,
it was horrible.
well, yeah, but if you're a soldier, it was easy to carry for an
Yeah,
instrument.
and durable.
Very durable. I mean, they're solid metal.
Any professional juice harp players out there, please reach out to us. We'd like to hear more.
Yeah, we might be able to use you on a
That's
future
right.
episode where we're talking about Civil War ghosts. But also at the site, there's footsteps that are just heard in the hallways, all through the building.
Yeah.
So even though the Sara Black Room or the Jeremy Room, they're all said to be really haunted, there's really not a spot
The whole dang thing.
that isn't haunted. The kitchen ghost is seen in the hallways, the tavern, the kitchen, and she's seen like working in these areas and is said to be an old woman. Mary, who died in the Sara Black Room as a former resident, is seen in a blue gown.
She's a full body apparition?
She's a full-bodied apparition. She moves objects, and it says she's either a former resident or a midwife.
So, I mean, there's lots of photographic stuff from this place,
like,
right? There's so many investigations that have happened here.
Oh my God!
That
yeah.
there's a lot of actual cool stuff out there about it.
Oh yeah, like if you follow like the Ghost of Gettysburg pages, people will constantly post pictures of windows of like the Jennie Wade house, the Farnsworth.
Yeah.
And you can make your own determination if you think it's just a normal reflection or pareidolia or what
or
it
is it yeah.
But I mean, if there's a blue dress, maybe it's Mary.
All right.
You know, I don't know. There's a ghost named Armand, which I thought was a man's name. She's a woman that lived there and died in 1954. And so she's more modern.
Yeah.
This isn't Civil War. It's not just Civil War ghosts that maybe haunt
They all
the site.
stay there. I wonder if there's more to that then. Is that location specifically on a ley line?
I
Or,
think
you know
it
what I mean?
might
Like
be.
magnetic?
I think it might be because I do have a story that I want to tell, and I didn't know when a good time to tell it is. Okay. So I guess in 2010, Ed and Lorraine Warren went there, or at least Lorraine Warren went there.
It was 2009.
2009.
Yes.
Okay. And so, like, all the paranormal stuff was very well documented.
Oh, yeah.
And then I guess recently it's kind of been slowed up. It's not as well documented. And so I just came across this story that it was a guy who was working maintenance who like leaked this story or whatever, that when Ed and Lorraine Warren came in, there was a room in the basement that she would like not even go in. She said it was evil. She didn't want to go into it. So they did a ritual and sealed the door with wax.
Okay.
And it would, like, the tour guides would take people there, show them the door, but would never open it. But I guess at one point, one of the tour guides started, like, cracking it open and showing people inside. And it seemed to, like, correlate with the ghostly activity decreasing. And then some people...
When they opened the door?
Yeah.
Oh.
And some people managed to get some evidence. And this is all hearsay, just a story that I came across from this guy who worked there. That, that like they think that the evil entity, whatever's in that, like the rest of them are scared of it. Because they got some evidence saying like they're scared to move stuff.
Now that door, I actually sent you a picture of. You can show that to our viewers.
Is it with the
it's
plus
the door with the
cross on it?
white cross on it. Essentially, that is an exorcism cross. It was to keep the entity in there, or calm down. And it was put there by Lorraine Warren. So when me and my friend were investigating the basement or the cellar where that exists, we were told that several Civil War soldiers were buried back there because when they died
in that room,
in that little
basement,
in the basement.
So
it's believed that several of them were dug up and taken elsewhere, but that it might not have gotten all the dead people out of there. So the thought is that maybe one of the soldiers remains, and that's who's haunting it. So while I'm sitting down there in the cellar with my client, they had just told us a story about that door, and he's like, "Can I knock on the door?" I'm like, "Sure."
Yeah.
So he does 3 knocks, and he asked it to knock back, and he got 2 knocks back from that door.
Really?
So like,
that's awesome.
The guy that
he was so excited.
He was so excited. Literally every time I take him on a ghost hunt, the ghosts love him. Every site he's either there or the focus of the ghost activity. I don't know what it is.
Maybe he has a special gift.
Yeah,
he's got a gift. But there is a door, and if you go down there in the basement, they have church pews set up, and there is a body in a casket above you, like you're attending a funeral mass.
It's a real body?
No, it's Connecticut.
Okay.
Thank
I had a
God.
picture of that weird thing too, right?
Yeah, I sent you a picture of that.
Wow.
So, there's a lot of different people that have had experiences there. I mean, Ed and Lorraine Warren. I know Lorraine Warren was there. I didn't know if Ed was. Or
Yeah, I
not
wasn't
that
sure
time.
about that either.
But I know Lorraine went there, and when she went there in 2009, she brought Annabelle.
No.
So Annabelle was there.
Why'd she take her?
Well, she used to take her to some of her talks.
Oh,
She took a
okay, that's
couple-
right.
She
She
took a
had to make
couple of-
money somehow.
She took a couple of the objects from the museum for her talks,
Lectures,
and lectures.
yeah.
So
She painted that cross on there. Does she bring paint with her? Is that what's going on?
I don't know if she brought paint or if they had paint and she just borrowed it. But
It's not one of our tools we keep
supposedly
with us on
she
these
is the
investigations.
artist.
Right.
She was the artist of that.
Fair
that
enough.
cross. But like if you,
Well, Ed
there's-
was an artist, so it's fair to think
He
he
was.
could have had paint in the car. because
That's
he
true.
was an artist.
Ed was an artist. That
Give
was,
me his paint.
Yeah.
that was one of their shticks. Before they got famous, they would go to houses that were haunted, and he would actually draw and create an image of the house. And then they'd go to the house and they'd offer the image
Yeah, try to sell it
to
the
try to
owners.
get into the house.
Interesting.
So
I did
Yeah.
not know that.
I respect that. I would have done something
Sure.
like that.
It's pretty crafty.
Do you guys remember the TV show Ghost Lab at all? It was, I think it was on Discovery Channel. And the one guy in it, his name is Brad Kling.
Okay.
Which is very close to Klinger. Maybe maybe he's related. I don't know.
Oh. Mentions being related.
Oh yeah.
Anytime.
Everyone gets a drink.
Anytime Steven mentions
He's
a
just
relative.
missing an R. That's all. He just doesn't have enough pirate in him. You know, R. But at age 17, before this guy's famous, before he's on TV shows as a ghost hunter, he is checking out Gettysburg with his family. And I think it was back in 1999. Back in 1990, sorry. Long before the TV show, he actually went into the Farnsworth and he saw a man on the second floor landing, and the man disappeared before his eyes. So Gettysburg is one of the reasons he got into ghost hunting.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he also was said to have seen a short soldier with a thick mustache and green eyes in the attic of the Farnsworth.
That's very descriptive.
That is.
So,
able to
like,
tell, yeah.
you're not going to say something super descriptive like the color of their eyes.
Yeah.
Unless they were glowing.
Possibly.
You know?
I mean,
Yeah, but to have that recollection of a ghost is crazy, right? That gives
Yeah.
me a little chills right now, actually, thinking about it. Kind
and
of
if you think about it, if this happens in 1990 and he becomes a ghost hunter, and this is a lifelong obsession, Gettysburg instilled that. You know,
Right.
I had my experience, and that's why I got into ghost hunting. And a lot of ghost hunters do have that
Yeah.
one pivotal thing that happened to them that they cannot explain, and lets them know, I got to find out more.
and sends them down the dark path.
Sends them down the dark path where they're traveling the country and eating
right.
pizza.
So I just had a
pizza
great
monster.
idea, guys. We should rent a Tesla and drive through Gettysburg.
Oh, yeah. I always
Oh,
wanna do
okay,
that.
yeah. I'm all for that.
Yeah.
Because they have that body detection.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Capability,
So we
we
can
could-
see
we could
some ghosts.
Check out Ghost and be totally legal with it.
Yeah.
Just drive right into the house.
Yeah.
We should totally
just
do
drive
that.
all over Gettysburg with it.
Now, just so our viewers know, the investigation I did was back in 2023. So it was a few years
not
ago.
too bad, though.
Not too
Yeah.
long ago.
Yeah.
And we already talked about Jeremy. The cellar, though, when you go down there, bring a jacket if you're like a wuss. It's usually like 58 degrees
It's
down
chilly,
there. It's cold. I mean, they would store food in cellars
Yeah,
back then.
sure.
So, yeah, I mentioned that it's decorated with antique coffin and church pews, but they also have vintage photos all around on the walls. And they have one of my favorite things there, and I think you would like it. They have a haunted mirror.
Oh.
Now, the mirror
Oh, yeah. I'm on it.
is there, and next to the mirror is a 5-gallon water jug, and it's where people can donate money to Jeremy, and all the money that they raise goes to St. Jude's Hospital
Oh, that's
for
awesome.
kids.
Yeah.
But we were shown the mirror, and there's a little backstory to the mirror. It is said to have come from another Gettysburg home, and it was bought as an estate sale. And people have claimed to see things in the mirror or caught things in this mirror. In fact, have you heard of Kindred Spirits show? That is with two members, Amy Bruni.
No.
Amy Bruni and Adam Berry. They were
Those
both
names
members of
sound
Ghost
familiar.
Hunters.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, they kind of had their offshoot
That's why.
show called Kindred Spirits.
They weren't there in Gettysburg when we were they, at that convention?
They were both at Penhurst, and I don't think they were at the Gettysburg Battlefield Bash. I don't think they were at that
something
one.
in this picture of the mirror.
Yeah, it's me.
No, it's a woman.
Are you sure? I thought I sent you one with me in it.
I mean, Christy, help me out. Looks like she's just sitting there. It ain't you.
It might be other visitors.
Just somebody else sitting there in the
It might
reflection in the mirror.
Well, Kindred Spirits, their episode focused on this mirror because they're doing investigations at the Farnsworth, and they're like, something feels off. There's like a new energy here. Like the Farnsworth has energy, but it's not negative. But when they went to record their episode, they were like, there's something negative here. And they were, I forget if they were using a ghost box or something, but it kept saying, or a novelist, but it said that the mirror was the focus of this.
Really? Oh.
So they go to check out. They go to check out this mirror.
Yeah.
And if you want to look online, I think it's season 3, episode 3, and it's called A Haunting in Gettysburg.
Oh, what's the show called?
It's called Kindred Spirits.
Okay. Looking for something strange, unique, and totally unforgettable? Step into the Cryptid Collective in the Susquehanna Valley Mall in Selinsgrove, Pennsylvania.
From mysterious cryptid art and collectibles to quirky gifts, apparel, and local curiosities, this is the spot for legend lovers and curious minds alike. So whether you're hunting Bigfoot vibes, spooky style, or the perfect one-of-a-kind gift, you'll find it here.
The Cryptid Collective, where myths meet merch. Find them today at the Susquehanna Valley Mall in Selinsgrove, Pennsylvania. Now, what they did was they learned that the mirror came from a family called the Collins family, and it was from their estate sale. And the thing is, Clarence Collins, one of the kids of the family, was essentially taking women across state lines to use for nefarious purposes, like prostitution.
Okay.
So
Where the laws were different kind of deal, or?
Oh, no, it was still illegal when he was doing it.
Okay.
And this Clarence obviously was not very nice to women. So women feel this negative energy a little bit more than men, because this possibly guy. And essentially, he gets in trouble because he kills a Gettysburg tour guide in the early 1900s.
Sheesh.
So not only is he doing illegal things with women and has bad reputation, but he kills someone in Gettysburg and, gets in trouble for this. So the thought is that they thought that maybe this guy is connected to it. And this is why you women are getting
Feeling
this
that
negative
evil.
vibe.
Yeah.
But they decided to perform a psychomantium, which is you take the mirror and say, this is the mirror, and you tilt it in such a way, kind of down, so that when you're looking at it, you can see nothing.
Okay.
Okay? Then they turn out all the lights, and they put a lone candle in it, and then you focus into the mirror and see
It's
what
like
you can
scrying.
see. Kind of like scrying.
Yeah.
And essentially, 2 people saw the same figure in this mirror independently on their investigation.
Yeah.
So
Like they described it the
This-
same
they
way.
described
This
the same
Clarence
way.
guy?
Yeah, it could be Clarence. Who knows?
Gotcha. Just this guy.
So that's one of the things you could possibly do there is if you're down in the cellar, my advice is to check out the mirror and see if you can get some images. Check out the door, which is to the left of you when you're facing the dead mannequin. But I mean, I love this
At least
site.
it's not an alive mannequin.
Yeah,
That
the
might
alive
be
mannequins are way scarier.
Yeah, they are scarier.
I hate when the live mannequins come back to life.
I know.
You know, so. But that's just some of the ghost stories. Literally, I have an entire book on the Farnsworth. I could probably go on for, hours talking about the stuff like the Sara Black Room or people getting tucked in.
Do you have a story about that?
No, I mean I just heard that multiple guests have reported being tucked in. Like they'll be under the covers and they'll feel someone tucking them in.
No, it was Mamie Eisenhower. She wasn't the midwife, was she?
No, Mammy is
Mammy.
Dwight Eisenhower's wife.
Oh, okay.
And she is connected to the Eisenhower house, which is in Gettysburg as well.
All right.
But she supposedly haunts the Eisenhower house.
Well, she has a room there at the Farnsworth too. It's all decorated in roses and stuff.
Oh, well, they probably named it after her, but she didn't.
Oh, okay.
She
They
wouldn't
didn't
stay
claim
there.
she haunted it.
If you go to her house, there's ghost lore of people hear a bell ringing, like a service bell in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And I've walked all through Mammy's house. And it's an amazing, home because you would think a president would have this very hoity-toity fancy house.
Okay.
And it is like your grandmother's house from 1950s.
Yeah.
It's got like the chrome kitchen table. It's got the cheesy knickknacks everywhere.
Wow. Okay.
The colors are very 50s. It had a helicopter pad in the yard,
So
which
Well, you need that.
you need
right
that.
past the tennis court.
Right.
But I mean, so
Take
they
a left
weren't
at the swimming pool.
Right.
they weren't living poor, but they also weren't living high on the hog either.
Okay.
It wasn't very showy.
Fair enough.
And
Yeah.
it's an
He lived there
interesting-
after his presidency, you said.
He did.
Okay.
In fact, he lived there because he liked Gettysburg. He was obviously a soldier, and there was the Gettysburg battlefield was being used for tank training, and he was connected to Gettysburg from his days of being a sergeant or whatever the heck he
military.
was in the military. And
Yeah.
there's other buildings connected to them.
That's cool.
Because after he dies, his wife Mammy stays there, and she, hangs out at the local restaurants. So many restaurants have a connection to her. Dwight D. Eisenhower would play golf, at the local golf course there. In fact, I even have at my house a golf ball that's monogrammed with the name Ike,
Nice.
and he also had a monogram with General.
That's pretty
So.
cool. Sounds like a Steve thing to have.
Yeah, it sure does.
Yeah, my wife tried to throw it away at least once or twice.
Yeah.
It's like, you can't throw away my Ike golf ball.
No, that's actually probably worth something. Aside from the collectability. You never know.
Maybe. I mean,
People love that stuff.
There's got to be some other geeks out there. I do have a little collection of, Ike stuff,
Do you?
I do. I have like his a book that was given out for his birthday. And if you were attending his birthday party, you got this book. Well, I have the book, and I also have the tickets inviting you to his birthday party.
Wow.
Pretty cool.
So I collect weird things.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
We're well aware.
It happens.
Do you have any Reagan stuff?
I used to. I was a Reagan fan as a kid.
Yeah.
I had a picture of Reagan, like a poster, where he was.
You had a poster?
Oh, it was Reagan as Rambo.
Oh, I remember.
Oh, my God.
That from Land of Confusion or whatever.
Well, yeah,
video?
when I first saw the
Phil
White
Collins
House, it was
music video?
during it was during the Oliver North trials.
Oh yeah, I remember
And
that.
Ronald Reagan was still president, so I
Oh, my God.
back then thought
Yeah.
Reagan was great.
Yeah.
He didn't seem like
Hey.
a bad president. Now, as I'm older, I'm like, Just Say No was probably a bad
Probably
idea.
not a good idea.
You
yeah,
know.
but that was more Nancy.
It was more Nancy.
Typical. Blame it on the woman.
Listen, I'm going to blame her all day. I still think she was sleeping with Frank Sinatra.
Probably.
Just saying.
Hello.
Yeah.
Throwing it out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, you
I
would.
would have. Why not? Oh, blue
A
eyes.
lot of women probably slept with Frank Sinatra.
I wouldn't turn that down.
See?
Probably
We
some
ready
men
for
too.
pizza?
I think we're ready
Yeah.
for
You
You
pizza.
gotta give
yeah.
it a pizza noise. That wasn't very good.
Yeah, that was
That's
all
a
right.
pizza spinner. We need a better one.
Okay.
Shing. How's that?
A shing, yeah, that would work.
Yeah.
All right, so we're in Gettysburg, and it says 1 p.m. on a Sunday, and this place was rocking. It's called Tommy's Pizza.
Okay.
Remember?
I do remember that.
Order
place.
when you go in, and then sit wherever you want. This place had 10 different beers on tap from local brewer. The brewer was called Fourscore Beer Company. So, we'll
Okay,
tie in
yeah.
there. That's all I wrote about that. So, Stephen gave it a 4.25, starting out with a
Nice.
I really liked it.
Yeah.
bang. You might as well drink because Stephen said solid pizza.
Solid pizza.
Flavor of the sauce is top notch. The only reason I didn't give it a higher score was the difficulty in eating.
Oh, again.
Crust was perfect, char was great, and I really enjoyed this pizza. So difficulty in eating, you didn't.
So, like, maybe it was like
It's probably too damn hot again.
probably too hot. I always try to eat the pizza before it's cooled down.
Right.
And, like, the cheese maybe came off, and then I
don't
I
remember
get,
that
I
happening.
get very angry at
don't
pizza.
either.
Maybe it just didn't fold the way you liked. I don't know.
I'm very particular.
About that, not the pizza.
Yeah, about what part of the pizza?
I have no idea. Like, when,
Like
No, I'm trying to get him to say the word.
Oh, nice.
what part? The undercarriage.
Yeah.
There you go.
There it is.
I help you out.
Yeah. He had to give me the symbol.
A little bit of scoop with the hand, and he got it.
The undercarriage.
Yeah. The
That makes it way
undercarriage.
grosser now.
It does.
It's always kind of gross
It's
me
always
out.
just the word itself. Yeah. 4.0 out of 5, Christy. Nice
Nice,
score out of you.
yeah.
It was a little sweeter sauce, but tasted very fresh. Paired very well with the cheese that they used and the pepperoni. It was just a good combination of those three ingredients. The crust was surprisingly easy to cut with a plastic knife, which was necessary because it was so hot when it came out.
See?
Look at that.
It's my inability to wait.
Yep.
Yes, and you know how I know? Because my score goes 3.75.
Wow.
This pizza was so hot, is what mine says. Took forever to cool off, so you know I waited.
Yeah.
Pizza was loaded with cheese. Sauce had a great flavor, but there was too much sauce for my personal liking. Sauce also held on to the immense temperature longer. So
The molten lava sauce.
Yeah. If you like lava sauce, crust tasted good, but was very floppy. So maybe that's a part of it too. Once it cooled down, I tried a second smaller piece and really enjoyed that one.
Yeah.
So it's probably just the delivery method.
Now, on a side note, I will say this. When we went to that place, that was the one place that I had asked a lot of other people where to eat, and that was
The recommendation.
the recommendation.
Nice.
Is a lot of people sent us there.
A good score,
Yeah.
4.0 overall.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's a
that's
very
great
good
score. The waitress, and I had this in here as a note too. The waitress, her name was Cassidy. Hi, Cassidy. She told us the story of the little boy Jeremy.
Okay.
And the Farnsworth House
That's
talking
right.
to her multiple times and throwing his red ball to her.
Yes, I remember.
She said he's been very playful. The other bartender, Mariana, I think it was Mariana, said she had a man say her name in the Farnsworth House.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
So look at that.
Yeah.
And the thing about disembodied voices is it's obviously a conscious entity.
Right.
If it's talking,
if it's saying your name, if it just says like or whatever, I get that. But if it's saying my name, come
Yeah.
on now.
yeah, it's trying to interact with you.
I don't like that one. But how do you even know my name, Ghost? What am I wearing a badge? What'd you
Well,
do? Check my ID?
Some people tell them to say it, like, so that they know that they're
Other people, like Steve.
Like, if you want to talk back, tell me my name back to me, and they'll say, my name is Christy.
We also tell ghosts
Yeah.
to attack our friends.
Get him.
Yeah.
We'll be like, hey, if you are really here, can you go scratch Ryan?
Yeah. Go get him
know.
good.
Go-
Smack him on the
Yeah.
butt.
Exactly. I mean, we sick ghosts on each other all the time.
It's true. It's a
Yeah.
fun. But that's it for the pizza, and that's it for Farnsworth. It was a good trip.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I like places like that, especially when they're super historical and everybody knows what you're talking about.
I agree. Like, even if you don't find a ghost, it's still like you get to do something historical.
Yeah.
Go to cool places, eat good pizza, drink good drinks.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, although I would say that I did find a ghost because the guy I was with, he had 2 different experiences, and the knocking didn't require him telling me. We all heard it.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So like, it's
That's
like
really neat.
he says, "Can you knock back?" And
He knocks right back.
got the response.
So go check out the Farnsworth House in Gettysburg. And like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever
Thanks
have
again,
you.
Cup of Code. Yeah.
Our sponsor, Cup of Code.
Yep. And all you guys that keep coming back, keep watching us. We really appreciate it. Take a minute, like, subscribe, like Ryan said. I know I'm repeating himself, but it does mean a lot, and it really helps us out. And join us next time you guys crave a slice of the paranormal.